Somebody rode the KTM 1290 Super Duke R and commented, "Oh, this is not fast enough." KTM took that seriously and developed the 1390R. Crazy motorcycle. Let's have a look. The Super Duke 1290R was already a crazy motorcycle. It was quick, it had humongous torque, it was ridiculous how much power and torque that bike put on the tarmac. KTM went and made the 1390 Super Duke R, and now someone has to modify the English dictionary to come up with a word that is beyond ridiculous. Let's first look at the full specs and do the numbers. It is a 1350cc 75 degrees V-twin double overhead cam 4 valves per cylinder liquid cooled beast that lays down 188 bhp at 10,000 rpm and 145 newton meters of torque or 107 foot-pounds of torque, coming at around 8,300 rpm. With that kind of power, it is capable of reaching top speeds of 280 km an hour or 175 miles an hour, given that the wet weight of the motorcycle is a mere 215 kilos or 473 pounds. That engine is mated to a 6-speed hydraulically operated slipper and assist clutch. Hydraulically actuated clutches are not very common. You find it on the Booza and the ZX14R, for example. 0 to 100 is a bug-smashing 2.8 seconds, and with a capable rider getting a good launch, it can get there quicker still. Tank capacity is 17.5 liters or 4.6 gallons, giving you a range of around 300 kilometers or 185 miles. That tank capacity on this bike is 1.5 liters more than the previous iteration. So the big V-twin got bigger by 50 cc's. It went from 1301 to 1350cc, got a significant bump in power and torque. And this was already a very strong bike to begin with. Not the best bike to ride in full power with cold tires on cold roads. But once warmed up on a balmy spring afternoon, it can be a delight to ride. For experienced riders only. The 140 Newton meters of tarmac wrench in torque that is laid down on the road can take you to stratospheric levels of euphoria without the use of drugs. There are multiple factors that make this bike amazing, and one of them is the way the mid-range plays out. The bike delivers power and torque in the mid-range that makes it fun to ride. This is achieved with an electronically actuated camshaft technology that adjusts intake valve timing between 5,750 and 6,000 rpm. So basically, the Super Duke comes with variable cam profiles, kind of industry-leading tech in the motorcycle world. Full service intervals and valve clearance checks are at 60,000 kilometers or 37,500 miles, which is a huge increase from the previous generation of the 1290 Super Dukes. That improves the reliability of this machine. Let us talk about handling. That's a big deal. Beginning with the frame, it primarily uses the same frame as the previous generation with some changes to accommodate the larger engine and the airbox. What actually makes the handling amazing is the third generation WP semi-active suspension. They claim to be the most advanced semi-active suspension in the industry, with features like electronically actuated magnetic valves resulting in variable damping. This particular machine is equipped with the tech pack, which at the time of editing this video costs $1,224, and that includes the Suspension Pro package. The Suspension Pro is simply phenomenal. It adjusts preload electronically, and you can see the bike go up and down on the graphics on the console of the TFT dash, and you can actually see the bike changing height as you toggle through the controls. The Suspension Pro package also adds the anti-dive feature that keeps the front end up during hard braking. The rear shock also has a newly developed semi-active valve. There is a new sensor at the base to calculate the acceleration and actuate the valve more accurately. The system measures the rider's weight, the load of the pillion, the road conditions, and rolling acceleration and deceleration, and engages valve actuations to ensure the best ride that you're looking for. The tech pack includes the track pack, which comes with the telemetry screen and lap timer. The telemetry screen gives riders information on the lean angles, the G-forces, and lap times. Braking is absolutely spot on with the best components in the market from Brembo. Radially mounted 4-piston calipers on 320mm, evidently double disc. Radially mounted Brembo master cylinder as well. Braking is of course linked to the 6-axis IMU, the initial measurement unit. Let me show you how I sit on the bike. I'm 165 centimeters or 5 feet 6 inches tall, and the seat height of the bike is 835 millimeters or 32.8 inches. As you can see, I have no problems reaching the ground. The bikes, do they really care if we reach the ground or not? For a naked bike which has full-blown race characteristics, I find the seat height and the handlebar position to be as good as it gets to ride comfortably from Philadelphia to Florida with no fatigue, as well as doing aggressive track days. Looking at the price tag at $21,499 plus tax and fees, it is not the cheapest sports bike in the market. It's not even a full-blown sports bike, so to say. Are you getting your money's worth for that price? Debatable question. If you look at the competition, I would immediately see the MT10 SP, which is nearly $5,000 cheaper, and the MT10 SP comes with semi-active suspension as well. comes with a quick shifter, comes with all the bells and whistles, without having to add every feature by purchasing the tech pack separately. I'm not sure if that price tag is justified. Now, who is the new Super Duke for, the 1390R? It is for the experienced rider. It is for someone who has a few thousand miles under his belt. It is for someone who can handle raw power. It's for someone who has the maturity to control the right wrist and has a responsible head on strong shoulders. It's a very easy bike to ride, true, but only if you know really well how to ride. You can be a commuter, a tourer, or track day enthusiast. This bike will do all of that and then some. People have been jumping at my throat ever since I made my first video on the Super Duke R 2 years ago, when I said that it is not a beginner's motorcycle. I maintain my position on that. This is not a beginner's motorcycle. You cannot jump on this bike, tone down the power map, and pretend that it is a beginner's bike. No, you have to earn the right to ride this beast. If you're not experienced enough, the Super Duke can run away from you with or without you. I believe this is an end game of naked motorcycles. What do you think? I want to know your comments. Leave your comments in the comment section down below, and I'll be replying to your comments, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, ride safe.